Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video of the Key Stories. In today's video, we will react to what people say about the question, what's a thing that's currently in nowadays but you think is just pure cringe? While I play Minecraft in the background. And I bet you will like that one of these comments surprises you. Pranks that should get someone's ass kicked in because it isn't funny. At what someone answered. It's always refreshing when someone hits those people or files police charges against them. Posting updates and photos about your children's medical/personal issues. I cannot imagine trying to grow up with a parent like that. At what someone answered. A long time ago, a friend of mine posted about her kid's ongoing allergy and food aversion issues. She even brought up how when he was younger he had some type of surgery on his penis. I guess she no longer fit my IG algorithm because I hadn't seen any posts from her in a while. Lo and behold, a decade later she pops on my feed and she posts about her kid. He's graduating high school early, and the first thing that came to my mind was, good for him. I'm glad his urethra-celiac disease didn't hold him back. Filters. People don't even look real or remotely like themselves anymore in their pictures or videos. At what someone answered. I know a lady who puts so many filters on every picture, including ones of her kids. She posts stuff where their noses aren't even visible anymore from all the filters. People acting like arrogant assholes for attention on the internet, and then playing the victim when the attention they get from acting like assholes is predictably negative. Are reaction shots still a thing? I cannot stand watching a video of someone's stupid face while they watch something else happening. Some old lady nodding and pointing her finger into the air, or shaking her head while a video plays in the background has got to go. At what someone answered. Also, stupid faces on YouTube thumbnails. The automated robot voice on TikTok videos. Removing your buccal fat. Ladies and gentlemen, leave your cheeks alone. You need that fat if you don't want to look like Skeletor when you get old. At what someone answered. See, now I'm considering it. I had never considered I'd get to look like Skeletor. It's been mentioned a few times, but replacing bad words with friendly versions. I know some platforms have an algorithm and all, but I would much rather hear the word suicide than game ended themselves. At what someone answered. They unalived themselves. People normalizing the word trauma and using it for stupid things. Someone seriously told me they were traumatized because their waiter brought them the wrong food. I get that trauma is very subjective, but come on now. And they were dead serious. They really thought that's what trauma is. Tween shopping hauls at Sephora for anti-aging skincare. Fad travel drinking cups, like Stanley, that cost more than a tank of gas. People saying things are cringe when they mean some other adjective. At what someone answered. Don't forget SUS and CAP. Has there already been a story that has surprised you? If so, leave me a like. People who film their workouts all the time. Like you need to bring your camera and tripod every day to the gym, for every workout? Jesus Christ, leave a little narcissism for everyone else. At what someone answered. Leave a little narcissism for everyone else, rolling on the floor laughing. Now that I'm over 40. Nearly everything. At what someone answered. Just wait until you're over 50. Face screaming in fear. Posting everything about your life on social media. At what someone answered. Or worse, posting everything about your children's life on social media. When people go to social media to ask for a recommendation for something and end the phrase with and go. I'm looking for a photographer for my son's 3rd birthday this Saturday. Looking for recommendations for someone who can do this under $100. And go. At what someone answered. Yeah, like no one cares. No one is rushing just to comment on your post. You're not important. Therapy as subscription service. At what someone answered. I see so many BetterHelp ads nowadays. TikTok makes people think that they're way funnier than they are. At what someone answered. I can't stand people who sit there confidently making videos on a topic they know jack shit about. Gender reveals. Complete and utter bullshit. At what someone answered. My wife and I are expecting and we have the whole gender reveal planned out. The doctor is going to deliver the baby and say it's a boy or it's a girl, and then we're going to tell our close family and friends. It's going to be sick. The curly fringes on teenage boys. At what someone answered. Like the broccoli hair? Women who refer to themselves as boss lady, but are just in a pyramid scheme. I'm bipolar, diagnosed and medicated. Whenever it comes up, someone in earshot will say, me too. I'm so moody. Like guy, do you climb the walls at 3 a.m.? Do you laugh 1 minute and cry the next? Do you stay in bed for weeks? Get out of here with that trendy bullshit. At what someone answered. Yes. Like the same folks who say, I'm so OCD, because they have a clean desk that or whatever. Meanwhile, it previously took me an hour to leave the house because I had to check and make sure no electronics mysteriously replugged themselves in. TikTok disorder fakers. I have autism. I cannot understand these people and why they seem to want these disabilities/mental illnesses. It's disgusting and I hate it. At what someone answered. Agree. Same with ADHD, anxiety. It's hell. If they knew what it was really like, they definitely wouldn't want the attention it gets. It's not good attention. It's the kind of attention that makes you want to crawl under a rock. Remember that if you like these stories, you can subscribe and activate the bell so that every time a new chapter is uploaded, you know that you can take a look at it. Constantly using the word literally. Edit. Okay, Since quite a lot of people seem to think that I am an idiot who was not aware that the word literally existed before now, I will phrase my original comment differently. The overuse of the word literally, which has existed for hundreds of years, is cringe-worthy to me. Does that make it clearer? Nowhere in my original comment did I question the existence of the word. Edit 2. Also, I never realized there were so many etymologists on Reddit. Etymologists who don't seem to know the meaning of the word constantly, but what can you do? At what someone answered. I take them to task every single time. I literally shit a brick. Show me the brick. For me, a millennial, social media use in general, I find it all to be of diminishing appeal. I ditched Facebook and Instagram a few years back and Twitter last year. Reddit is losing its appeal as well. Too much bot activity and rage farming happening. The more niche a community is here, the more tolerable it tends to be, but even still I feel less and less draw. Yes, there is an irony in my posting this all here. I'm human and my brain loves the dopamine kick, but I sincerely believe I get less and less value from social media with each passing year. At what someone answered. Yes. I deleted my Facebook and Instagram a couple years ago, and I never allowed myself to download TikTok. Once you're off, you see how superficial it all is. Influencers who promote shit. At what someone answered. How about saying the entire influence culture is cringe? We were perfectly fine before average people decided they were super cool and interesting enough to influence other people on how to live their lives. Una live, or una living, it's admittedly a funny way of referring to death, but people are using it in incredibly serious contexts. It comes off as insensitive, slang, or abbreviations of words. I can understand it, BC, or something like that, but just yesterday I was texting with my little sister and I questioned whether I knew my native language. At what someone answered. Had to look up what Sibop meant yesterday. The broccoli hairdo on men. Omitting the word vibes. Instead of saying it gives Peter Murphy vibes, say it gives Peter Murphy. Also, saying not, insert whatever it is I'm observing. Not me making breakfast for my grandmother again. Not me drunk at 8:30 a.m. again. Not me complaining about new fads and slang and vernacular. Not me wasting my life entirely. Slightly smiling face pistol. At what someone answered. Vibes is such a good word. I refuse to stop using it. That it gives, or giving, is so stupid. I'm only 30 and I'm already a boomer when it comes to language apparently. People thinking they read gangsta for doing mundane s**t. At what someone answered. Or adulting for doing mundane s**t. And, before continuing, as you already know, I do not accept donations of any kind since it seems unfair not to give anything in return. So, if you do like these content, please share it with your friends and family so I can continue making this content for you to enjoy. The whole homesteading trad wife thing that's super trendy is so weird. I am subservient to my husband. I hate feminism. I only wear cotton dresses. I don't have opinions that my husband doesn't share. I use beef fat as moisturizer. Hey, race my $4,000 stove that looks like it's from colonial America. Buy my online sourdough recipe course and learn how to be a traditional wife. And it always follows this guilt-shamey approach to women who don't want to or can't do the same. It's mostly cringy because women are acting like this is how they've been all their lives, but it's very obviously just following a trend. Women who've actually lived like this aren't posting about it all over the internet. I cook for my boyfriend. He'll do his laundry. I want children. I'm a Catholic. I bake bread. It's not abnormal for women to want to follow this lifestyle of being traditional, but the weird anti-feminism super privileged aesthetic that's following it is just so cringe. Feminism is the reason that I have the choice to do or not do these things. Feminism is the reason you can post about it on the internet. You can be a traditional wife, but don't degrade your entire sex in the process. Back in the day, if you were being a little shit inside a grocery store, the manager would chase you out with a broomstick, swearing and cursing at you, waving their fist in the air as you escaped down the street. Nowadays, kids in stores are being little shits and filming it, and when the manager arrives they simply turn the camera, and it's up to the manager to handle the situation in an incredibly calm and civil manner. No contact is allowed, and so the kids usually don't budge and keep pushing for a reaction. It's gotten to the point now that if there's a high school near your grocery store, be prepared to ignore a bunch of TikTok dancers and pranksters as you shop because confrontation plays directly into their game anyway. At what someone answered. Same for schools, and everywhere. There used to be logical and earned consequences for actions. The whole, I'm going to film you, and then shame you on the internet, even if I absolutely got what I deserve, just so I can get you fired, is going to be part of the downfall of society. So, this is all for today's topic. Thank you for being the key part of the Key Stories family. Until next time, keep your eyes wide open, your mind sharp, and your hearts curious because adventure awaits. And for more adventures, check our top amazing videos on the screen right now.